There's a version of your life that never gets built. Not because you weren't smart enough, not because the odds were against you, but because every single day, without even realizing it, you made choices that quietly kept you exactly where you were. And the hardest part? Those choices felt completely normal. They felt comfortable. They felt like everyone around you was doing them too. And that's precisely the problem. Most people don't fail dramatically. They fail quietly, in the small, invisible habits they repeat every single morning, every afternoon, every night. So today, we're going to look at 7 things broke people do every day. And before you assume this is about anyone else, stop. Because the most dangerous person to deceive is yourself. Number 1, they spend before they save. The first thing that leaves a broke person's account on payday is not an investment. It's not a bill. It's a lifestyle. Dinner out, something online, a small treat to celebrate surviving another week. And by the time they think about saving, there's nothing left to save. Rich people pay themselves first. They treat savings like a non-negotiable expense. Broke people treat savings like what's left over. And what's left over is always nothing. If your money is moving the moment it arrives, you are not building anything. You are just passing money through your hands on its way to someone else's account. Number 2, they trade time for money and nothing else. There is nothing wrong with a job, but there is something deeply wrong with believing that a job alone will ever change your financial situation. When your only source of income is your hourly rate or your salary, you are placing a ceiling on your own life. You can only work so many hours. You can only be in one place at a time. Broke people work hard, often harder than anyone, but they never build anything that works while they sleep. Every wealthy person at some point stopped trading only time for money and started building assets, skills, or systems that generated value beyond their own presence. Number 3, they are addicted to being entertained. Walk into the home of someone who is struggling financially, and you'll often find a television that never turns off, a phone that never gets put down, and social media feeds that get scrolled for hours every day. This is not judgment, it's pattern recognition. When your mind is constantly consuming, it is never producing. The hours that wealthy people spend reading, building, practicing, thinking, those same hours are being spent by broke people watching other people's highlight reels. Entertainment is not evil, but entertainment as a default, entertainment as an escape, entertainment as the primary activity of your free time. That is a slow, comfortable trap. Number 4, they avoid discomfort at every turn. Growth lives on the other side of discomfort. Every skill you don't have right now exists beyond a moment of feeling awkward, uncertain, or afraid. Broke people, almost universally, choose the comfortable option. They don't make the call because rejection feels bad. They don't start the project because failure feels too close. They don't ask the question because looking ignorant feels too risky, and so they stay exactly where they are, surrounded by a life that is tolerable but never truly theirs. The willingness to be uncomfortable, to do the hard thing even when your body is screaming at you to stop, is one of the most underrated forms of wealth. Number 5, they keep the wrong company. You are not just the product of your habits. You are the product of your conversations. The ideas that come up at your dinner table, the ambitions normalized in your friend group, the ceiling that the people around you have accepted. All of that shapes what you believe is possible for yourself. Broke people are often surrounded by other broke people, not because they're bad people, but because they never made the deliberate decision to seek out growth. If no one in your circle is building something, reading something, or becoming something, your environment is quietly telling you that those things are not for people like you. And over time, you start to believe it. Number 6, they make decisions based on how things feel right now. Broke people are present-focused in the worst possible way. They choose the meal that feels good over the budget. They choose the purchase that feels satisfying over the savings goal. They choose the comfort of today over the freedom of tomorrow. Every single financial decision is run through one filter. How does this feel right now? Wealthy people run their decisions through a different filter. What does this build for later? Delayed gratification is not a personality trait you either have or don't. It is a practiced skill. And it starts with one small moment where you choose the future over the feeling. Number 7. They wait. They wait. They wait. They wait for the right time. They wait until they have more money. They wait until the kids are older, until the economy improves, until someone gives them permission, until they feel ready. And here is what no one tells you about waiting. It is the most expensive habit of all. Every year you wait to invest, those are years of compounding you will never get back. Every year you wait to build a skill, someone else is a year ahead. Every year you wait to start, the version of you that could have made it is getting further away. There is no perfect moment. There has never been a perfect moment. The people who changed their lives did not wait for the right conditions. They built the right habits in the wrong conditions, and they started today. So here is your question, and answer it honestly. How many of these 7 things did you recognize in yourself? Because recognition is not shame. Recognition is the beginning of change. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is not filled with money. It is filled with different daily decisions. And decisions, unlike circumstances, unlike luck, unlike timing, are entirely within your control. Start with one. Just one. Change one thing tomorrow morning. Because the life you want is not waiting for you at some future destination. It is being built, or not being built, in everything you do today.